How's it going, Internet? This is Zachamus Prime, aka Zachamus Prime, here with another Transformers review. And today we're going to be looking at the War for Cybertron Siege Hound. This is a deluxe class Hound. This is the first Hound that we've gotten, really. I mean, okay, I guess we did get one in Combiner Wars. But it was really more of a repaint of Swindle. This is the first, Hound that we've gotten since Classics. Way back in 2007? No, 2008. I don't know. In more than 10 years. So, and he looks pretty good. He's definitely more of a beefy look than we're used to getting with Hound. Looks pretty good though. But so the War for Cybertron series is supposed to be more of like a Cybertronian version or whatnot. I don't know that this necessarily looks Cybertronian to me. I mean, even though this is kind of a futuristic, well, I'll get into that when I get into vehicle mode. But it's just the vehicles just definitely look. I don't know. They don't. It doesn't look very Cybertronian to me, but I'll get into that in a bit. In terms of accessories, he comes with this gun here, which is got some, silver paint apps on it. This little drum on the back is removable. It's got a tab on it too, and I'm not sure exactly where that tab goes. Again, another Siege figure that I don't know where the tab goes. And then he has his hologram projector, which has two different pegs on it, so you can combine it with other things or peg it in other ways. Because, that's a thing, right? But, yeah, so, accessories. In terms of articulation, his head is on a ball joint, though not a whole bunch of wiggle up and down, so it really just swivels, and it, swivels all the way around. His head is nice and, boxy looking. His shoulders are on these universal joints. They'll go all the way around this way. They'll go all the way out that way for a full tree pose. He's got a bicep swivel here. Elbow joint, 90 degrees. Wrist swivel here. That's always nice. Waist joint here goes, as far as you need it to go. His hips are also on universal joints, so they go forward all the way, backwards all the way. They'll go out all the way for a full Van Damme. And then he's got a stealth thigh swivel. It doesn't go as much as a regular cut, but it's stealthy, you can't see a cut here, but it's still there. Kind of fun. Elbow joint goes a little over 90 degrees. Actually goes a lot over 90 degrees if you're willing to put his leg in the right position to take advantage of that, because this whole tire and assembly and whatnot, that'll bang into his crotch, which, is thankfully something that humans have not evolved. But if you bend it out to the side, then you can get a real deep bend. This, by the way, it's an okay detail and whatnot. It does make it so that his legs don't go straight. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not exactly complaining, because I think that the straight-legged pose is a very unnatural looking and very unrealistic looking pose. Having everything out a little bit makes for a better looking figure, I think. But these wheels are gonna kind of fight each other for a lot of poses and positions. Ankle joint, no forward and back on it. He does have one hell of an ankle tilt. And then he's got a little bit of go back on there. He's got a little bit of toe movement, but that's really just for transformation. You could probably get a little bit of pose, a little bit of use out of that toe joint, but only a little bit. And that's it for his posability. He does have all the usual pegs on him: shoulder, forearm, leg, front of the leg, bottom of the foot, backpack. He can do all the things. He can attach all the stuff. He also has pegs up here, peg holes up here that are specific to him. One of them, of course, is where his holographic projector goes. But enough about that. Let's get into transformation. So to transform this guy, first thing we're going to do is we're going to disconnect the shoulders like so. They'll fit into these like little tab slot things here. We're just going to pull those back a bit. That's going to allow us to start to free up his backpack. His backpack does peg in back here. You can just unpeg that, pull this up. Fold this out. We're going to fold this out all the way around just to kind of get it out of the way. These pegs are going to tab into here. And then you're going to take these arms, you're going to extend them out a bit like that. And then they will fold in. And these little pegs, there's pegs molded in on these stars. They'll fit into these divots right here on the central area here. So they'll just fit into there. They don't tab in, they just fit. You're going to take his elbows and you're going to turn them so his elbows are facing this way. So turn them in. And that's that for now. Now we're going to take his legs, pull on this little turn signal light here, right here. Pull that out. And then there's like a double joint right here. You want to move that out so that this leg is in an outward configuration. Again, with the other side, there it is all the way open, and then there it is in its outward configuration. And then you're just going to bend it at the knee. There's a little bit of a part conflict here in that this part wants to fight with the backpack a bit. If you bend his thigh forward like so, that helps to mitigate that. Again, bend the thigh forward, mitigates that problem. These will tab together right here. This is really the only tab that keeps the lower legs together. Then you'll see that there's two tabs right here on the legs and these two slots right here that'll fit in just like that. That'll help keep all of that together. Then you're going to take these, push them down like that. There's these big tabs that we used for the shoulder in robot mode. We're going to use them to put these front wheel panels, these front quarter panels back together. And then you're going to take his toes and you're going to fold them in. And there are a couple of tabs that have moved into place underneath his forearms. His forearms will actually tab into those. And there you have him in his vehicle mode. You can take this barrel right here. That'll fit into this little tab right here. That's a little space specifically for that. You can take his hologram projector and stick it on one side. I like to put his gun on a side like that. I think it makes for a more streamlined profile. My buddy that I'm borrowing this from, he likes to put it on the top so it can swivel around and just shoot anything like a turret. But I don't know. I like to put it like this. Since I'm doing the review, I'm going to do it however I want to. But yeah, a lot of people have said that he kind of looks like a warthog from Halo. If anybody here has played video games in the last 10 years, raise your hand. I'm sure you know what Halo is. And, you know, I gotta be honest, they're not wrong. It kind of does look like a warthog. That was actually one of the first things that I thought of. You know, with the, like, armor plates in the front and the, like, winch, the big, chunky-looking tires, the semi-enclosed but definitely open cockpit. Like, it hits a lot of the same design cues that the Warthog has. It makes me think that maybe they had that in mind when they were designing this. But, you know, I can't prove it, so maybe it just doesn't exist like that. I don't know. But, I mean, I think that it does look really good. It's got this, like, beefy look to it. You know, every time I talk about robots in disguise and Cybertronian modes, this always comes up in my head, which is, if there's no humans on Cybertron, how are they disguised if they turn into vehicles, Cybertronian vehicles? Like, if it's a Cybertronian vehicle, what's on Cybertron that rides inside this? I don't know. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comments, because I'd really like to know. Like, if you turn into a passenger car on Cybertron, like, what exactly are you supposed to be moving around? I don't know. It's one of life's greatest mysteries. But yeah, his wheels have got nice green paint apps on them that makes that pop. He rolls quite well. Looks really good. This is a solid deluxe figure. I think that it's done really well. I like it. I think that Hasbro is stepping up their game with this Siege line, while simultaneously stepping down their game with the Studio Series. I don't know. Studio Series 1 was really good, but the other lines have been... It seems to have been decreasing. I don't know. I'm not here to talk about Studio Series, though. I'm here to talk about Siege. And Siege has been doing really well. I really like the Siege figures so far. But anyhow, thanks everybody for watching. You guys are the best. And I'll catch you on the flip side. See you around. Bye.